Hello y'all and welcome back. Today I have one of my loyal models, Victoria, here. We're going to do a soft glam look. So right now I am applying Danessa Myricks Beauty Oil and Inglot's Face and Body Illuminator in the shade number 67 all over her face, just to give her a nice little glow underneath her foundation. So here I am applying Danessa Myricks Cover Veil Foundation in the shades Neutral 8 and Neutral 9. As you can tell, her face is just a little bit darker than her chest and neck area. So I am going to go just a tad darker on the foundation, and then when it comes to the concealer, we'll go just a little lighter and golden to balance everything out. So like I mentioned, I'm going to use a concealer that's a little more golden. This is Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX12. This concealer is just going to balance things out, being that we did go a little bit darker with the foundation. You want to make it just a little more brighter to kind of help balance her face area and her neck area. And then I'm just blending this out with my Real Techniques brush. This is probably one of my favorite brushes to blend concealer out with, or you can use a fluffy eyeshadow brush, which is great as well. And just remember, with this concealer, you really just need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, and it is very pigmented. So even though the price might seem a little bit high for this concealer, trust me, it'll last you a long time. So here I am contouring the nose. I don't usually do this, but I decided that I would try. So I just used the Kevyn once again, and I'm using a brush just to blend it out. And I ended up getting a little bit of Danessa Myricks contour creams to contour the nose as well as the face. This is in the shade number 5 from her Balm contours. Because I wanted the contour just a little deeper, I ended up going to get my William Tuttle foundation in the shade Ebony, just to deepen it just a little bit, so the contour can be just a tad more dramatic, I guess you can say. And there I am blending it out with a fluffy brush. So because I wanted to set with a more yellow powder, I ended up using Danessa Myricks Evolution powder in shade number 3, just to set the areas where I put the concealer, so under her eyes, her chin, and on her forehead. And then to set the rest of the face, I ended up using that same powder but in the shade 4.5. Her powders come in 9 different shades, so you can get as much shades as you like and use them for any complexion. And usually when I want to stay on the safe side, I'll use the translucent powder, because that literally can work for any and everybody. And here I am just setting the rest of her face. And then I did the little powder on the nose contour. I was trying to be cute with this. Trying something new when models come over is the best thing to do. I wouldn't usually do this on clients, but I mean, it's worth a try. I still think it wouldn't be something that I would add in my normal routine, but I mean, it's cute or whatever. Here I am contouring with some of MAC's blushes. I honestly do not remember the shade name, but for the most part, when it comes to powder contour, I will use MAC's blushes, because a lot of times the blushes that I use, they're just too harsh. And then I'm using a blush from MAC. I don't remember the name, but the name will be in the description below, so you can check there for some of the names of things that I happen to miss. And then I'm using Laura Mercier's highlight in the shade Seduction. I honestly really love this highlight, and I would add it to my kit even though it is expensive. I love it on myself, and I love this on deeper clients. Like, you should get it. Y'all should go ahead and get it. And then once I powder everything, I do like to spray with a little Tatcha, you know, to keep it glowing and not powdery. And here I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I wanted to try it out. It seems really nice. Of course, you know, people do the soap brows and the gel, but I do happen to like how it is. So I just fluffed that out before filling in the brows. So here I am using Danessa Myricks Color Glaze in the shade either 6 or 11. I'm not 100% sure of the color, but like I said, that will be listed down in the description box as well. And it is matte. It dries down matte, which is amazing. If you don't want to use powdered shadows, you can definitely use this. I said powders, pressed shadows. You can use this instead, and it works really, really well. Like, it was still matte, so you can use that as, or even as a base when you're you know, when you want your eyeshadows to be a little bit more pigmented. And I'm just using my favorite brow pencil, which is the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I've noticed that this is probably one of my go-to shades that I use, and that can work with almost any and every body. Yeah, it's literally perfect, and it's like $5. And then I'm using one of the concealers from the MAC palettes, the concealer palettes, just to conceal the edges of her brow. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, I've always been like a brows after foundation person, but like, I think this really solidified it. Like, legit, I love it. It prevents brows from looking extra harsh, and the brows just last longer as well. It's really beautiful, and I feel like all artists should try it at least once. Now I'm using Danessa Myricks, one of her clear glazes, just to have that nice shiny look on the eye. I will tell you that I realized I made a little error, so I'll speak about that a little later. And I used Urban Decay just to line underneath the eyes. I usually do gel, but I prefer the pencil now. So here I am putting on the lashes. I did struggle a lot because I did use the glaze, and I realized that I probably should have applied the lashes first before I apply the glaze. So it made my lash application a little more difficult, but I cut that out so y'all don't have to see that. And yeah, Danessa Myricks really has some top-notch products. After I used Morphe's Trendsetter lip liner, I used one of her glazes in the shade Biscuit as my lip gloss, and it's very opaque. As you can tell, you don't need a lot. Like, add this to your kit as well. I'm telling y'all to add so much things to y'all kits, and yeah, y'all might hate me with all the money you all are spending or going to spend. And then I just top it off with MAC's Clear Lipgloss. Perfect way to end things off. And y'all see how soft and beautiful this look is. Like, even with the glossy lid, I feel like this look is so perfect, so beautiful, so simple. These looks always bring out the extra beauty in people. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See y'all in my next video.